Hey everyone, in this video I want to show you how you can send audio wirelessly to speakers, headphones, and more by using this really cool wireless receiver made by Mpow. Let's get into it. Hey guys, my name is Jeff, and if you are new to our channel, we do all sorts of tech, toy, and gadget reviews, so be sure to check those out. So this Mpow wireless receiver, this is the BH298A. And this thing is retailing right now on Amazon for $19.99. Since I have purchased this, I want to let you guys know that they have been offering various coupons that I've seen from $2 to $4 off. I will put a link down in the description below, and if you click on over to the page and take a look, that coupon is available right under the price listing. You'll see a little spot where it says coupon. Be sure to keep your eyes open during this video for Tinker, our hidden robot, who's going to pop up somewhere during this video. If you happen to spot him, leave the timestamp of where you spotted him, leaving the time in our comments section down below, as well as your best comment. And we're going to pick one winner and put your name, and if you've got a YouTube channel, feature a link to your YouTube channel over on our Hall of Fame page on our Tinker Forward website. So real quickly, what can you use this wireless receiver for? Well, this wireless receiver can wirelessly send audio up to 66 feet. That is the range from either a phone or a laptop or a tablet that has Bluetooth capability over to something like your car speakers, or if you've got house speakers or even wired headphones, you can attach this to the connection part of the headphones, which we'll do some examples here in this video, and then that saves you from having to run an audio cable from one of these devices over to these actual speakers. It claims to have a 16-hour battery life, and we're going to put that to the test, and if you watch till later in the video here, I'm actually going to let you know how the results were from that test. So I'm sure you want to see what you get with the wireless receiver, so let's open this guy up. So we've got some promotional information as well as warranty information. Inside here we have the main unit and then some cables. Let's take a closer look. We have a USB to micro USB charging cable. You're going to get a really short 3.5 millimeter connector piece on both ends, and then on the inside of the unit here is where you're going to plug that in. The other end would go into like your auxiliary port in your car. You also get a 3.5 millimeter cable that's a little bit longer, and when I extend this cable, it is roughly about 2 feet in length. You're also going to get your instructions as well as a bunch of warnings, and the instructions come in like 18,000 different languages. You're also going to get a double-sided sticky 3M pad, so if you want to stick the unit to maybe a speaker or your car radio, you can do that. So just something to note on the warnings here, it does say to charge this with a standard 5-volt charger, and it can only be charged with that, otherwise it's going to cause heat or heat up. This important notice that also comes with it here says to obtain a premium user experience, it is not recommended to use the Bluetooth receiver while charging. Also here, use the Bluetooth receiver while charging may affect the life of the battery. Let's take a closer look at the unit itself so that you can get an idea of its size. Here's a quarter. This thing is not much bigger than like 2 of these quarters put side by side. It is very small. That is one of the very appealing things that I like about this unit. It's got a very slick design. It's very clean. It's got kind of that new modern feel to it. So right on the side here is going to be your button to play, pause, as well as accept and hang up on phone calls. Moving to the side, this is where your auxiliary port is going to go, so your 3.5 millimeter cable is going to go in there. So not much to the back side here. It does have the model number, the BH298A indicated. Coming to our last side here, we have a toggle switch to on and off to switch the unit on and off, as well as our plus and minus buttons here, and this is going to allow you to control the volume of the music or audio that you're playing, as well as you can control skipping tracks going forward and backward. So on the bottom of the unit, that's where you're going to plug in your micro USB. So if you're going to charge this using the USB plugged into a wall plug, as the instructions indicated, you want to use a 5-volt plug. Some of the plugs are not 5 volts, but on the back here, you'll see different writing. Just important, I want to note this wall plug did not come with this unit. The charging cable did, the micro USB to USB, but not the wall plug. I bought that separately. So with this thing plugged in, you're going to get a red ring around the phone pause play button, just indicating that it is powering up, it's charging. So let's go through pairing the wireless receiver to my phone. So I'm going to go ahead and switch on the Mpow wireless receiver. It's going to take a second, but I've got a flashing white light, which is telling me that it's ready to be paired with my device. So on my Google Pixel 2 here, what I'm going to do is go into my settings and then find connected devices. Under that, I can see all different devices I have. I'm going to pair a new device, and it's going to pop up here as the BH298. So I'm going to go ahead and accept that. And to use it with my calls and stuff, I'm going to have it allow access to my contacts and call history. And we're going to go ahead and pair. And it is now an available media device, and it has a 100% battery. So what's really useful about this is if you've got a corded pair of headphones like I do here, you've got that 3.5mm jack. One of the cell phones like I have, the Google Pixel 2, there's no longer a headphone jack on it. A lot of phones these days don't have the headphone jack anymore. So your option is to spend money buying one of these converter cables. These can cost anywhere from like $5 up to $20 depending on the brand and where you're buying them. To me, getting one of these Bluetooth receivers makes it wireless. I can still use my existing headphones, and I'm not constrained to having to connect them directly into my phone. So let's get this wired pair of Sony headphones to work with this wireless receiver. With my phone paired to the Mpow wireless receiver, I'm going to go ahead and plug in the headphones to the auxiliary port that's on the side here. I'm going to ensure that I've got the wireless receiver powered on. I've got my volume turned up on my phone, and this is just Spotify with a song I've pulled up here. We're going to start playing that, and I'm going to make sure my volume is up. And I don't know if you can hear it, but we've got music coming out of the headphones, so I can listen to my headphones and I don't have to connect them directly into my phone. So let's show you how I'm hooking this up in my Grand Caravan. I've got my wireless receiver here, and I'm going to plug it into my auxiliary jack on my stereo or my radio. I'm going to power this on and make sure that it is set to the auxiliary setting, and then I'm going to go ahead and turn on the wireless receiver. We get a little tone there just stating that it has connected, and then I'm going to go to some music on my device. Seems to be working. Got some music coming out of my speakers. It's a nice rainy, crummy day here in Wisconsin. Let's go for a ride. I'm in my van, guys, I also installed these really cool LED lights that are changing colors, and I'll put a link to the video of the full installation I did, but these lights are awesome and they change to the beat of the music. So using this wireless receiver has lots of applications, including using it for larger powered speakers such as this. This is a QSC K.2 series, a very fun speaker. I've done reviews on this as well as a comparison video on this channel. I'll leave a link to check those videos out as well. So depending on the speaker you're connecting up, if it doesn't have a 3.5mm input, which this one actually does, but if you were going to use like an XLR port or something, you can actually get a converter cable, which this one is an XLR to 3.5mm. And I'll leave a link down in the description below so you can check that out as well. I've plugged into the XLR input, and then I'm going to use the 3.5mm and go into the Mpow wireless receiver. I'm going to slightly turn my gain up and make sure that my speaker is powered on. I'm going to go ahead and give it some music. And as you can hear, we've got some great sound coming out of our speaker, and it's being sent wirelessly. So something else that you can do with this receiver is you can send and receive phone calls. So we're going to make a phone call quickly here to one of our Google Home Minis that we have, so you can kind of hear some of the quality of it.
This is going to be the audio quality of the sound that somebody's going to hear if they're on the other end of the phone.
So I hope you guys are enjoying the review. I just wanted to share with you guys real quick a little behind the scenes as I'm filming these YouTube videos. So I woke up this morning, and I usually film my YouTube videos using my Google Pixel 2, and I noticed that the charging cable was melted, and the inside of my phone, the charging port is all charred, and it's no longer charging, and the battery has died. I'm not sure exactly what happened. In just kind of trying to figure it out. Maybe there was some condensation somewhere where I was charging the phone, but just the frustrations and sometimes the hang up and struggles here of recording YouTube videos. So just thought I'd share that with you guys, all the stuff going on behind the scenes, but let's get back into the review. So let's talk battery life and performance. So it claims to have 16 hours of battery life. What I did is set up a laptop computer, put a 20-hour playlist in Spotify, just continuously playing music, and let it play overnight. I had this thing hooked up to one of my speakers and got up the next morning and monitored it. It was still playing. Right around the 12-hour mark, I noticed a red flashing ring on this unit, and then it started beeping, indicating a low battery, and then it just died. So I was able to get about 12 hours of continuous music played from my test. You may get a different result in using it yourself. Something I noticed in testing it is that 10 minutes or so of no music playing from this will cause it to automatically power itself down. I thought that was kind of a neat feature to save battery, so if I'm using it in my car and I leave and I forget to turn it off, knowing that it's going to turn itself off and save some of that battery is nice. In charging the battery back up, I timed that as well. It took about 45 minutes to fully recharge the unit, and then I did test the range. So I've got a multi-level house. I was able to play music on one level and go up to my second story and still get great reception, having my phone at one end of the house and then going all the way to the other end on that second level of the house. Still sounded great. Took the thing outside and walked 66 feet, and pretty much right around that 66-70 foot range I had reliable sound, but then when I went further than that it did start to cut out. So you're definitely going to get the range from this, and I was able to get about 12 hours total battery life. So my question for you guys is, what do you think of this Mpow wireless receiver? How do you plan on using this wireless receiver? Be sure to leave your comments down in the comments section below. Hey, if you found this video helpful, be sure to smash that like button. And if you haven't yet subscribed, take a second and subscribe to Tinker Forward. My name is Jeff. I appreciate you guys watching. If you happen to find Tinker, our hidden robot, in the video, be sure to leave that timestamp down in the comments section below, along with your best comment. Be sure to make every day awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Wow, this guy is in there good. Something else, be sure to keep your eyes. Ooh. How do you guys plan on, we have a short, so this is a sample. There's going to be the echo because I'm in the same room, like a foot away from the Google. Please leave your, why can't I not get that? Hello, and we're going to put your name and your best comment, and when we do that, you are going to, there we go, to the side of a radio or maybe a speaker. You can do that.